Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Rilastil Heels, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the best things that you need to get from the Italian pharmacies. Italian pharmacies are one of the best kept secrets for beauty, skincare, healthcare, and I can't wait to share with you my picks. We're talking about prescription strength skincare that you can buy over the counter, iconic Italian brands that you can get for 1/3 of the price, and products that dermatologists and gynecologists actually recommend in Italy. I spent quite a bit of time in Italy this year and I've tried these products myself, so let's get right into it. Starting with the first product, let's get the obvious one out of the way, and that is the Marvis toothpaste. You've probably seen this in boutiques internationally in New York, London or Tokyo, and these are so expensive outside of Italy. Marvis is a brand from Florence, Tuscany, and it's a family-run company. They started making personal care products since 1908, so more than 100 years ago, and they relaunched this toothpaste in the 1950s. It's an aluminium tube, it has a very retro font, and it's a mid-century Italian design. This is a beloved Italian staple for many years, but now I think it's pretty famous worldwide. It's very iconic because of its texture and its flavor. So the texture of the toothpaste is that it's very thick, it doesn't fall off the bristles of your toothbrush, and the flavors are also very intense and it has a lot of depth. I usually go for the classic strong mint, but this time I also decided to try the aquatic mint. The prices really varies by flavors. Sometimes they also have collaborations and seasonal releases. The thing about Marvis toothpaste is that the prices can really vary across pharmacies. So in the really touristy areas like in the central of Rome, for example, these can cost up to 12 to 13 euros, which is really expensive. But if you go to the smaller pharmacies in the neighborhoods that is less touristy, it costs around 5 to 6 euros. My biggest tip for you is to find these in the local supermarkets, and the prices can be as low to 3 to 5 euros. These also make for incredible gifts because they're so compact and they travel really well. The second product that you must get is the Tretinoin cream. So Tretinoin is often prescription only. You need to see a doctor before you can get this cream. So as you know, there are different types of vitamin A. There's retinol, which you can often find over the counter, and then there's retinol and then tretinoin. So tretinoin is the best because it doesn't need any conversion and is the most effective for anti-aging, reducing fine lines and wrinkles. I think if you haven't been using any sort of vitamin A, I would say that tretinoin may be quite harsh for the skin. And a big tip I have for you if you have sensitive skin is to use the sandwich method. So instead of applying this directly on your bare skin, try to put different layers of serums and moisturizers first before using a very tiny amount of tretinoin and then build it up gradually. This is the gold standard for vitamin A and it's also clinically proven. From what I understand, there are 3 different strengths of this: 0.025%, 0.05% and 0.1%. So 0.02% is the gentlest form, but in all the pharmacies that I went to, they only had the 0.05%. I also shared with the pharmacist that I've been using 1% retinol, and so far the 0.05% works really well for me. I do not break out and I do not flake, but I apply it after a layer of moisturizer instead of directly on my skin. So this is not a skincare recommendation of any sort. You know your skin best. Please only get this if you're comfortable. But for me, this is a game changer. The third item is azelaic acid. You would probably have seen so many TikTok reels and content talking about the wonderful combination of retinol or tretinoin with azelaic acid. This combination of these 2 creams working together helps to give you glass skin. So azelaic acid, in the Italian pharmacies, there are 2 strengths. One is 15%. I'll insert a picture here. I went to about 5 or 6 pharmacies, but the 15% version is completely out of stock. And there is also a 20% version by the brand Skinoren. I finally was able to get this in the 6th pharmacy that I walked into. Azelaic acid is found in natural grains like wheat and barley, and it's really great for calming down your skin, for inflammation, for evening out your skin tone, and especially good for pigmentation. You would see that you can find azelaic acid in a lot of OTC skincare, but the concentration of azelaic acid tends to be quite low. And from my understanding, the maximum strength of azelaic acid that you can get over the counter is 10%. Anything beyond, you will need a prescription. I use both the azelaic acid and the tretinoin every night before I go to sleep, and don't forget to use SPF if you're using these creams. Okay, the fourth item that you need to get would be the Saugella Intimate Wash. Saugella is a 100% Italian brand. It started in the 1950s, and this is a product that is highly recommended by Italian gynecologists and doctors. Saugella was actually created at a time where there were not that many right products for the intimate areas. For regular body gels and soap, the pH level is 9 to 10, which is way too alkaline for the sensitive areas. In your intimate areas, the pH levels tend to be a lot lower, around 3.5 to 5.5, and Saugella actually has different lines of products. So they have Saugella Men, where pH levels are much higher. They have a line for teenagers, a line for daily usage, a line for ladies in the menopausal stage. The safest one is to go for the daily classic version, which has a pH level of 3.5, which is best for daily use. I find that the intimate washes from French and Italian pharmacies are of especially high quality. The texture is just really good and it doesn't hurt when you're washing that area. The hero ingredient in Saugella is actually sage, which is botanical in nature. It's antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and it has been an Italian herbal tradition for centuries. There's also chamomile, which is very gentle and it helps to support the natural flora in that area. So the pharmacist shared with me that this is widely used by Italian women. It's recommended by doctors and gynecologists, especially after childbirth, after infection, or women who are going through menopause. This is so affordable. It's about 5 to 10 euros for a 200 ml to a 500 ml bottle. Get this in Italy because it's very hard to find this product outside of Italy, and it's also significantly more expensive. Okay, the fifth item that you need to get is the Coryfin C lozenges, and big disclaimer, this tastes horrible. The first time I had it, it was so disgusting. I thought it wouldn't taste that bad because there's propolis inside, there's vitamin C, but it is so effective. I was having a bit of a scratchy throat and the pharmacist told me that this is really good. After I had it the first time, I thought it was a complete waste of money because it tasted so bad. But I had a sore throat again and I was so glad that I had these because it's so effective. I had one lozenges and my sore throat went away completely. So if you have a sore throat or dry throat or feeling unwell in general, then go ahead and try this product. The sixth item that you need to get is this brand called Rilastil. It's really popular and you can find it very easily in all the Italian pharmacies. I would say if you go to the bigger pharmacies, they have a much wider range. Rilastil is a very well-respected Italian pharmaceutical skincare brand. This brand is developed in collaboration with dermatologists, and this is pharmacist endorsed and clinician recommended. The best-selling products from Rilastil is the D-Clar line, which is known to be great for pigmentation. And that's what I got. I got a serum, a cream, and they also had a promotion where they also threw in this free concentrated micropeeling cleanser. So you know La Roche-Posay is a great French brand that you can find in French pharmacies. I feel like Rilastil is like the equivalent in Italy. So the next item is this brand called Kiko. You've probably heard of this, but this is a beauty brand that started from Milan in Italy. They have standalone beauty stores, but you can also find Kiko products in the pharmacies. It is great quality for the price. This brand was started in 1997. It's a fully homegrown brand, and why the prices are so affordable is because it's direct to consumer and there is no middleman involved in the entire process. The lip range from Kiko is the one that really stands out. They have so many different variations. There's the Unlimited Double Touch, 3D Hydra Lip Gloss, and they also have matte versions. These lip products cost anywhere between 5 to 10 euros, so really affordable. I think it's just a great way to experiment different colors. And next we have Le Bellario, founded in 1978 in the Lombardy region. The packaging of their products are so beautiful, and these are just perfect for souvenirs and gifts. The founders had a deep passion for botany and herbal medicine, and that's why the name of this brand means the herbalist in Italian. Why this brand really stands out is because it's so deeply rooted in Italian botanical tradition. The natural ingredients in these products are extremely high. The scent of these products are just amazing and extremely natural. They really have all sorts of products, from hand creams to bar soaps to shower washes and perfumes. You can actually find standalone shops, but they also sell this in certain pharmacies. What drew me to it was really the packaging and the gift sets. I've come to the end of my video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next one. Take care and goodbye.